I think all of us can look at this and agree that we're going to have to add something. The moves are not done yet.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, guys. So some recent news came out, and I wanted to talk to you about it and just get your thoughts on it. Now, before we get started, please go subscribe to Spurs Invasion, man. Thank you guys so much for all the subscriptions so early. And this latest video is up to 20K now, so that's pretty cool. So if you guys are interested in scripted, edited content, just go check it out. Let me know what you think of it. I'm currently working on a Sohan video, and I'm hoping that the off-season moves can be wrapped up so I can do an overall one of that. And I'm definitely thinking about doing a video on Brian Wright, because I think it would be nice to have a video of all of the things that he has been doing, because I think sometimes people can be a little short-sighted when it comes to the front office and the moves that they are making, even though, you know, the record doesn't look that great. So I was thinking about doing that, but definitely the next video is going to be a Sohan one. But yeah, if you guys are interested, head on over to Spurs Invasion and check out the latest videos I have on that channel. Link below right underneath this video in the description. All right, so guys, this is what just came up. Okay, apparently Walker Kessler is available. The Jazz are seeking at least a first-round pick for Walker Kessler, but the only team that's been reported to be interested thus far are the New York Knicks. But let's go ahead and listen to Begley, pretty sure that's how you say it, on this whole situation. No, it's not on my headphones. Hold on. Now it is.
The big man as a potential solution for them, the backup five. But teams in touch with Utah say the Jazz are looking for at least a first-round pick in return for Kessler in these conversations that had gone on earlier in the offseason. So that's going to be a tough price for the Knicks to meet or match. And I would assume that they wouldn't be able to get that deal done. And then you look at your other options. They have been in touch with Precious Achiuwa. Achiuwa has drawn interest from several contenders. I believe he has a couple offers on the table there. Now, let's see where Achiuwa goes in the next few days. But nonetheless, Knicks need to fill that backup five position after losing Isaiah Hartenstein. Mikal Bridges will meet the media in Tarrytown on Tuesday.
Well, they're not the only ones that need to fill that backup center position. So you guys know there was a few things of need this past season that the San Antonio Spurs definitely needed to address, right? We needed another point guard. Well, they went and did that. We got Stephon Castle, who shows a lot of promise, I'll be honest with you guys, and Chris Paul, that can really give us a blueprint of what the San Antonio Spurs can look like when competently ran with Wembanyama. It'll help the development of him, help the development of Sohan, Vassell. All these guys are going to immensely benefit from his presence. You needed a small forward, right? So a competent small forward that you can fill in it, where you got Harrison Barnes, who can play the 3 and the 4. Not the best defender in the world, right? But we're not really expecting him to be. And then you needed a defensive wing, and you got that in Stephon Castle, right? You got the 2 for the price of 1 with him when it comes to the point guard and being a defensive wing. But we talked about this a lot. The other thing that the Spurs need is a backup center. Now, I don't like a lot of Zach Collins hate. I'll just be honest. You guys probably noticed that I don't go on here and talk how bad Zach Collins is, because honestly, I think that he's just kind of out of position, right? Like, contextually for what we're using him for, I think he's been fine. But he's just not good enough as a center. He's much better when he's placed at the power forward position, but he has shown a high basketball IQ and making good sound passes and being a good leader for the team. So I do like Zach Collins, but unfortunately, yes, the Spurs need a backup center, and one preferably that's a good defender, right? A really good defender. And I think Walker Kessler is that. I guess the bigger question is, would you be willing to dish out a first-round pick for Kessler? Because I'm assuming the Jazz don't care where it comes from. I don't know. It's almost like he's worth it, but then as far as his ceiling, I don't think it's that high. So you're not going to get a player that you're thinking, oh my God, what can he become in the future? He kind of is what he is. as far as a defensive wing or defensive centers go. I don't know why I said wing. Defensive centers go. So I'm not expecting him to be like, I don't know, Joel Embiid in the next few years or nothing like that. But that's not what you would necessarily need either. But I do want to ask you guys, would that be worth it? Now, right off the bat, I don't think I would give away any of my own. And I don't think that I would give away I know for a fact I wouldn't give away the Atlanta Hawks ones. Possibly the Charlotte Hornets one if we could get away with it, but I don't think the Jazz are dumb enough to do that. So that will be one where I'll be willing to dish it out. Possibly the Chicago Bulls one, but the 2025, man, I kind of don't want to touch that one at all. But we'll see, if the Spurs end up being in this conversation. But thus far, the only thing we've heard as far as Spurs plan, as far as that backup center spot, is Ty Yeager actually posted this, but Jeff McDonald posted it originally. But it says the Spurs have announced that they have waived Charles Bassey as part of acquiring Harrison Barnes as part of the 3-team trade deal with Sacramento, but the Spurs are reportedly interested in bringing him back if he clears waivers. So they could just be bringing Bassey back and just see how that goes, which I'm cool with. I'm fine with it. But I do not think it stops here. I'll be real, okay? I think that it's going to be another trade down the line. This is a long off season, okay? So something else is going to happen, and I would not be surprised if someone is moved. But that's just me. That's just my thoughts. It could not happen. It cannot happen. But I've been very adamant that I think it will. So I'm gonna stick to my guns on that. But yeah, guys, just let me know what you think. Because first round picks, I know it's super easy to just sit back and say, well, it's just only one. But first round picks are super. You don't want to just dish them out, okay? They're especially nowadays. It's kind of insane that the Spurs have managed to get away with what they've gotten away with, because teams do not want to give out first round picks, right? They just don't. The Spurs, we don't typically do that either. It had to be some crazy deal for the Spurs to dish out a first round pick. So I'm sure that they're calling. I'm sure that they're wondering, okay, what does it take to get Walker Kessler? And that will be one that I'll be totally with the Spurs attempting to pick up just for that first round pick tag. That's tough, man. That's tough. But anyways, if you guys want to support the other channel, please do. Link below in the description box. As I said, Spurs Invasion. I thank you guys so much for all of the love that you've shown this channel over the years, and even this new channel so quickly when I just put it out. I really do appreciate all the love. Anyways, I'll get with you guys later, man. Until next time, bye.